Good morning. Good morning, all the beautiful people watching this, all the beautiful souls. I hope everyone is doing all right. Hope everyone was able to rest well. I sure was. I was able to rest well. I'm out for my morning walk. It's a bit chilly today, so I'm just going to wear this coat because, I always got to stay strapped up. Don't want to get caught lacking in this weather now. But I did a lot of reflecting. I've done a lot of reflecting both last night, yesterday, and in the morning, and I realized just how far I've come. I've realized how far I've come. And I was talking with my friend yesterday, and I wanted to talk about just this idea of celebrating, the small victories that you take, right? I think it's important to be able to reflect on your journey and understand that you are making progress, even if it doesn't feel like it. If you are putting energy into something every day, you are going to make progress. It is inevitable that you make progress. And I think it's important to celebrate the wins. It's important to celebrate the wins because then you're more likely to continue going on your journey. You're more likely to continue going on in your journey if you realize that you are taking the dubs, that you are winning. And it might be slow, but that's okay. You got to keep celebrating them because you're gonna realize in the big picture that all these little wins, they keep adding up, right? I know this tactic in sales, right? But it's like, if you ask a bunch of questions where someone says yes, like the answer is yes, right? Then you're more likely to get a yes as your final close. I think that kind of topic can be kind of applied to what I'm talking about, where it's like, if you keep celebrating your wins, like, you take a win, right? You're more likely to keep going on with what it is that you're doing until you get, your ultimate win, if there is like an ultimate win. Because I know like some things, are just continuous, like a business, you can always upscale a business. If it's like a physical journey that you're on, some people just keep going, right? And there's nothing wrong with that. But yeah, celebrating your wins, man. You got to make sure that you realize that you are making progress regardless of whether you can see it or not. In my life, I used to make a bunch of excuses for myself. Used to make a bunch of excuses, right? Like, tired, lazy, oh, I'll do it tomorrow. Or, oh man, I got to wait till the right time. There is no right time. The right time was, the first right time was yesterday. The second right time is now. You got to do it now, man. Right? Got to keep going. Doesn't matter what kind of journey it is, whether, like I said, it's a physical journey, whether you're trying to build muscle, lose weight, whether it's a mental journey, trying to better yourself. You just got to keep going every day. You got to keep trying every day, right? Whether it's, something physical, something tangible, like, you're trying to, start a channel, you're trying to reach out to more people, a career, right? School, you got to keep trying every day and celebrate the wins, man. Celebrate your wins. I think a lot of people, myself included, get so caught up on like the big picture thing where it's like, oh man, I feel like I'm so far away from this objective that I'm trying to reach, right? Like, let's say someone, let's go physical because I think that's easier for me to talk about. Let's say someone is trying to learn a skill, right? Like let's say muscle up. Let's say muscle up, right? Very I would say it's a hard skill, and I mean not a lot of people can do it, so I would say it's a hard skill, right? Let's say someone is trying to learn how to do the muscle up. People can get so caught up on the fact that they can't do a muscle up that they don't even realize that they've increased like their max pull-ups, or that they've increased their strength and they're getting a lot closer than before. right? Because they're so caught up on the idea of trying to do a muscle up that they can't even realize the small victories that they're taking along the way to that journey. They can't even realize that they are making progress. That's why I think it's important to celebrate your wins, realize you are making progress, right? Doesn't matter how small it is to you, right? Like, let's say you increase the amount of reps that you do, or, a business, let's say you got more sales than before, right? On 1 month than the previous month. You gotta celebrate that, man, because you're making progress. You're one step closer. It's the only way to climb a mountain is one step at a time. Only way to climb a mountain is one step at a time, right? I don't know if that's the proper saying, but I mean, that's applicable to what I'm talking about, so I'm just gonna go with it. Only way to climb a mountain is one step at a time. You gotta keep on going, and it's gonna be hard. Sometimes you might fall, sometimes you might stumble. Hell, sometimes you might even go all the way back down to the base of the mountain. Keep going. Success is not a linear path. It's not a straight line from point A to point B. It's a bunch of ups and downs. That's okay, because like I said, it's a bunch of ups and downs. You're never gonna stay down forever unless you choose to. Unless you choose to stay down forever, right? It's a mental thing, right? And then another thing is that you could perceive it as, maybe a down right now, like, maybe you didn't hit your quota, right? Or you didn't hit like your goal for X amount of time, right? You might perceive that as a down, but then you could change that and be like, okay, you know what can I learn from this? What can I learn from this so that I can reach this goal that I have for myself, right? Bunch of ups and downs, man, but you gotta celebrate your wins. You have to. In my life, right, I used to be, well, I still am, but I used to be skinnier, right? Like super skinny. Like I was like bones. I used to get made fun of a lot, right? Just because like I was small, I wasn't really eating properly, and I didn't really work out. And so I started working out, and I didn't realize it myself, but I took some pictures and I compared them to some pictures that I saw like when I was like a kid in high school still. And I was like, oh my goodness, I've come a long way, right? Celebrating the different wins that I've taken, being able to go up in weight, or being able to do more of a certain exercise, right? When I was learning more about editing, I would post a video every day, and I would take the small wins that I would get, like, I would get more likes than usual, or just being able to do it consistently, right? That was a win to me. And that was back when I was like recording like my game videos and stuff, right? But now I'm doing this, and I want this to just be like my authentic self. That's why I don't edit. What's up, dogs? That's why I don't edit it. I want people to see me, right? Just my life, just what I'm doing and how I feel and my journey, right? But just being able to do it, almost every day, showing up for myself, proving that I can do it regardless of the weather. Not gonna let the weather stop me. And then, just taking the small wins. I've always told myself, like, as long as this can reach, as long as this reaches, I can help at least one person, I consider that a win. As long as I can help one person, I consider that a win. Because I want this channel, my why for making this channel is to serve as someone who I wish my younger self had. But yeah, you gotta celebrate the wins when you get them, man. Because then you're more likely to continue with your journey. What's up, beautiful birds? I was reading through my journal, right? I've had this journal for um, coming up on 4 years, I think. And I was just reading, some of the thoughts that I had, before, how negative I was, how I was letting the world affect me much more negatively, right? And what was going on through my mind. And now, I'm reading it, and I get to now, and it's like it's a night and day difference. My mental journey has been a lot, but celebrating the wins. And of course, this is a forever journey, right? There's not an end to this idea of healing, right? Which I think the idea of a healing I'm going on a side tangent now, but like the idea of healing is false, because you're never going to be fully healed, right? If you've gone through like a traumatic experience, or you've gone through a lot growing up, you're never going to be fully healed, right? But you can always show up for yourself. Show up for yourself every day. Do the best you can every day. That's what I was talking about yesterday. So yeah, I gave up on this idea of like just healing, and more so just trying the best that I can every day, because I think that's more important. I digress. Yeah, just doing what I can every day, celebrating the wins, my mental journey, physical, spiritually, financially too, abolishing the ideas of money that I've had, and realizing that I am living in abundance. I've taken a lot of wins, and I'm very thankful to even be able to realize that. And now, trying to help people and share it with other people, because that's been my dream since I was young. I've always wanted to help people. I didn't know how. I just knew that was something I wanted to do, because I care about people around me. I always have. And I want to be able to help people who are less fortunate than me, who are going through stuff, whether it be similar or not. I just want to be able to help people. So yeah, I just, this is my way of doing it. Not only helping myself, but helping those around me. And yeah, well, I'm gonna go ahead and end it off here. I'm gonna go ahead and enjoy the rest of this beautiful walk. It's bright, it's beautiful. I can hear the birds singing. I think I'm gonna go for another walk. But yeah, if you're seeing this, I love you. I hope you're having an amazing rest of your day. Make sure to take care of yourself, and make sure to take care of those around you, because no one else can take care of you except you. And always remember, celebrate your wins. You earned them. Have a good one.